I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. 8, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, They needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. Gets past him at the 10. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Lions.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
2nd and 2. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Eagles 7.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. He's got room past the 30, and this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. The Lions at 14-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Complete to Derek Henry. It's a loss of 2.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's good for the Lions.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he coughed it up. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
The pass on 3rd down.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A 1st down carry by Elliott.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
They go to Elliott again. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott
with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. 4 yards on the ground for him so far. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Being chased out left. And that's caught inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The pass caught by Olave. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times.
Derrick Henry all alone. 20. And he's in for a score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown
calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw here. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They complete it to Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They're going to look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 47. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got done. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again to Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call a no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 122 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock it back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Henry will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it off.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And an Eagle first down.
Back to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Eagle.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the Lions 16-yard line.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, 35 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Lions 56. Eagles 35.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Eagle first down.
To throw now on first down. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Detroit, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, enter party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was